I'm sorry, I got caught off guard there a little bit. Morgan was like, tell me what's all about, my love. And I was like, well, oh, wait, the show.
Oh, the song.
Okay. All right. Morning, you guys.
Good morning, fiancés.
Hey, welcome to News of My Fiancé.
How we doing?
With Morgan Jones and DJ Ambush. Now, I feel like on Mondays, you end up being DJ Ambush after the intro or during the intro. And now on Thursday mornings, I get to be myself. Is that the case, or?
I have not recognized the pattern.
Okay. Okay. Living in my own mind, I guess. All right.
I just haven't recognized the pattern. I'm not saying that
it doesn't exist. You just haven't recognized it.
Correct.
Okay. I want you guys to know this is how our youngest conducts herself in the house. This level of deception and, dance aroundery.
Dance aroundery?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
And that happens in the dancery.
That's the problem. It happens far too often outside of the dancery.
Oh, I see.
Yeah. If the dance aroundery were happening inside the dancery, I had less of an issue with it.
I don't know if that's true.
You might be right.
Yeah.
What up, y'all? What to do?
It's a Thursday.
It is.
We're here. You're here. Hopefully we're all awake. I'm not actually all the way awake yet.
I don't know. I feel like the news of one of your most favorite vocalists kind of put a little pep in your step this morning, kind of woke you up a little.
It did. Shout out to Haley Williams.
It did.
It did.
Yeah, she dropped was that Secret Albums, unexpected 17-track album 2 days ago,
and a solo album
on her website,
and then took it back.
Boom, gone.
And that's what I now call a Drake and delete. Instead of a post and delete, it's a Drake and delete. Like you throw it out there and see if anybody's messing with it, and then you take it back. Aww. And then what?
You think Haley needed to see if people mess with it?
I don't.
Okay.
I don't. Yeah. I don't actually think that.
Okay. Well,
but that's what,
No, that's what, hey.
That's what Drake started to do. And I think that, he is a change maker in many spaces.
It's true.
So,
Yeah.
Back to patterns, just trying to recognize certain. Yeah.
Yeah. Dang, I had something right after that. Still about Haley and that drop. Oh, right. So it's gone now. But you and I are from the old internet, right?
Prehistoric days. Yeah.
We're from the blogs. We're from the LimeWires.
We are from the file sharing. Ilk.
Yeah.
If you will.
We know how to pursue. We know how to find what we're looking for. We know how to secure it.
We also know that it's there. If it hit the internet once.
Yeah.
She stayed.
Like your text messages. It's out there.
It's out there.
Delete that screenshot if you want.
The album will be found.
Yeah.
You can delete the screenshot. Yeah. You can delete that text message from your own phone.
All the devices, the cloud, everything.
Friends, it exists.
Yeah.
It's there.
Yeah. The little snippet we heard was like,
good morning,
whoa,
AJ.
Whoa. Yeah.
Sorry.
I'm excited to hear the rest of it.
I love Haley. And I always have. So here for every bit.
Show. I definitely haven't had as much exposure to Paramore.
Yeah.
As, probably the average black person. I know I'm very familiar with the hits, of course, because the hits are indeed just absolute bangers. I'm not sure why it didn't pull me in to listen to full projects. Maybe misogyny when I was younger. Quite possibly. Oh, lead female vocalist, that music is two girls. It's not necessarily.
Did you really have that kind of thought? Or are you saying?
I think subconsciously, sure, definitely, because there are other groups, and I think it was a combination of that, but also that was alternative. Whereas I did enjoy some alternative, but I enjoyed grunge more than alternative. So like even alternative was a little bit more, a little too, it's a little okay, a little bright, a little poppy. I'm over here with this grunge stuff. And yeah, so I had no issue delving into like Stone Temple Pilots and delving into like Nirvana and Alice in Chains. So it's not that I wasn't exploring music. It was just like, oh, this seems like a little. I like this. Okay, I like this, but seems a little too.
I think you probably were introduced on a song that didn't give you the feel of what they were. Like if the first song you heard of them was like Misery Business, I don't think that you would be like, oh, look at this little pop band, But if it's Ain't It Fun or
Ain't It Fun's later, right?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And so that's what I'm saying. It's a little. It is just a different feel in comparison to the way that they started.
Yeah, I definitely.
And to be clear, it's not like they weren't a grunge band.
Yeah. Okay.
Or aren't a grunge band, but
yeah. Okay.
A whole lot more. Less pop for sure. Like they definitely. I would say that they did not come out thinking they would be a pop band. But things get popular, and that's what happens.
Hello.
Yeah.
Hello. But at the end of the day, the day's got to end.
It does.
And I gotta get in. I gotta get in this new project.
Yeah.
Check out some of the older stuff and see what I've been missing out on.
Don't worry. I will play you the entire Riot album. We will start there. We'll do the education and the mathematics together, Good morning, Michelle. Michelle said, good morning, as they say, alive, awake, alert, enthusiastic.
Hey.
This says, I'm old enough to remember Internet Explorer. Yes. You're old enough to remember it, but do you remember it being the safe browser?
That was Bob. Yeah.
Bob, do you remember that? And then do you remember it becoming the place that you just get viruses automatically?
Yo.
You open it, and it's like...
AOL was just serving us up. They were just serving us up to all of the viruses. Just...
The amount of what we didn't know, right? Like, just do remember.
Yeah.
This was all new territory for so many of us. And the amount we didn't know was... astounding. Exponential. Yeah. Like,
yeah, you're right. We knew it's not even that tip of the iceberg. We knew 2% of the internet.
I think we still know 2% of the internet.
Yikes. Accurate.
As it just continues to expand deeper, wider and down, we're still over here on the surface. I know where to get albums.
I'm savvy. I'm internet savvy. I'm the one my parents called to help them find
exactly. Stuff. And there's a whole different internet now. I don't know what our kids be doing.
The undernet or whatever.
Yeah.
Bruh. Yeah.
Yeah, AOL, all those AOL, imagine right now you just getting a free thing in the mail and you just put it into your computer where all of your information is stored.
Yo, that is chaos. That is begging for everything that happened to your computer.
Absolutely.
And we did it time and time again. Oh, subscription's out. Is there a new AOL CD?
Somebody's got to have one.
And then they said upgrade.
Yep.
Change the colors on it. Now with...
Yep.
Oh, my goodness.
Does somebody still have an AOL account and do those still work?
I think...
Did they become something else? Because if you had a Hotmail... that became Outlook or something.
Yeah, I thought AOL turned into Hotmail, and maybe I'm getting it wrong.
I think you're. Yeah, I think you're.
Outlook. Okay. I thought AOL turned into something, but wait, it's Yahoo. I'm tripping.
Yeah, AOL is Yahoo.
Yeah, Yahoo is AOL. Yes, I'm tripping because there was a time period where both of them during the transition, it was AOL, Yahoo, AOL, Mail.
They were trying to figure out how do we actually...
Yeah, they were going through their HBO identity crisis. Yeah.
She's always going to be HBO for me.
Yeah. I don't care what you... It's HBO.
It's the home box office.
Yeah.
I don't know what all this other stuff is. It doesn't matter if the app says Max. I still look at it and go HBO.
HBO. Yeah. I didn't understand, because I was young, what home box office meant. Like,
it's the home theater, baby.
Exactly.
Yes.
The box office, but at your house.
Got you a ticket to entertainment right over here.
Yeah, in the home box office. Oh,
Yeah.
Burn, burn, burn. That's all I know. Yeah, it's on HBO. Let's do it. Let's get it started. Good to go.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. We had a little, you mentioned patterns a little bit earlier. We had what we thought was a glitch in the Matrix this morning on the way in. We were walking to
I'm going to say we had it.
But we saw proof later on that it was real. But
Did we?
Did we really?
Did we really? Or did we decide?
We're walking to our car, and we see a tiny little doggy.
Little blonde doggy.
Across the street. And it was like, oh, hey. And people walk their dogs unleashed around our neighborhood all the time. So it didn't really surprise me at first.
Well, yeah, but there was just no people.
Right. And then we kept walking. I'm like, there's no person. Because it kind of darted out behind a vehicle. And it was like, wait, there's no person even in the vicinity. And then, hey, and then where'd you go? And then another one darted out that didn't have a collar. One had a collar, one didn't.
Mm-hmm.
And then that one disappeared. And so now we're putting our bags in the car. We get in the car and we're pulling off. And we're expecting, I'm like, let's drive slow because I don't want to, hit them.
I don't want to hit a dog.
But then they're gone, completely gone. And it was like, is this like the two black cats in the Matrix? What's going on? Is there a glitch? Lo and behold, we get around the corner.
Glitch reopens.
And then around another corner, the glitch reopens. And there they are, together.
Hanging out.
Two little scrappy dudes.
Yeah.
And I'm like, we're not sure if it's our neighbor's dog at first.
Yeah.
But then they started barking, and the bark sounded really familiar.
The bark sounded familiar.
Oh.
They also were aggressive in the way that, and I don't actually mean like they were
snarling.
Yeah, like I don't mean these dogs really were aggressive, but they weren't scared.
Yeah.
They walked up to the car and was like, "What's going on in there?"
Yeah.
Like there was.
You made them sound like little dog cops. What's going on?
I mean, that's what
I need to.
He walked right up to the car and was looking at me like, "What's going on in there?"
Keep your hands on the steering wheel, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, from the passenger side. Yeah.
You gotta see your hands at all times.
So what's so funny about these dogs, if they are indeed the neighbor's dogs, they're on the corner lot and they run the length of the fence.
They run the fence on both sides. So
Barking.
from the front of the house to the side of the house, they run it just like not mad. They are just talking to you. You can tell that they're like, "What's going on over here? What are you doing? Are you gonna stay? Are you gonna come over? What are you doing?" Like they're hey, you're still walking. Stop. Right here. Here's the house.
That's totally their energy.
It's not aggressive and angry at all. It's literally they're talking to you.
Yeah.
You can tell.
But they're just like
But today they was like, "What y'all doing? What's going on in the car?"
And it was funny because it was the energy behind the fence is so frantic.
Yeah.
Because they're running back and forth the entire time. And they're just tracking you. And even though you're walking at a whatever pace, they're still running back and forth to get to you. It's like they're excited the whole time. So as we pull up and we see them on the sidewalk, it's like, whoa, hey, look, they're together. I think that is them. I'm not sure, though. They start barking. It was like, oh, recognize the bark. I'm pretty sure it's them. So then, like Morgan said, one comes up on her side of the car and just starts barking. And it just looks. And I'm like, it's like, this is what they've always wanted, to be on the outside.
Right. And now they're here.
It's like, so.
What are we going to do? They broke out and they're just yelling at each other like, "So you didn't have a plan?
What?
What were we going to do? I followed you here.
We were trying to get out for years. You didn't have any plan?
You didn't have any plan.
Nothing?
Now we're just going to run around on the outside of the same fence? Okay.
Literally.
So that's what they're doing. Good morning, Ptown. Ptown said, "Fantastic rising, fiancés. Could we keep it down a little bit?"
Yeah.
I managed to find the comfy spot in the bed. Ears are on, eyes are closed.
Nice.
How's it going in scambbbbeeezzze world?
Well,
The scam's a
the
scamming.
scam's a scam in Ptown.
The scam is a scamming.
Norman is a little upset with me. As you know, we have the Black Podcast Fest coming up. So I haven't really had as much time. Saturday. I haven't really had as much time to just,
to do the back and forth.
Do the back and forth.
Yeah.
I think I received one email.
As Mariah Carey would say, the rigmarole.
The rigmarole.
Yeah.
I may have received the email. I'm not sure. I gave them my junk email address, which is my Yahoo. So it could be in there amongst some coupons for Bed Bath & Beyond. I don't know.
We could use those right now.
But I did receive some texts, and he was basically saying, I need an updated address. The United States Postal Service is saying that your address is the problem. And then, I think the final text I got from him, and I don't mean finals and it's over, but the last text I got from him was something to the effect of, I don't think you're serious about this. And you're
Hands
right.
up, don't shoot, buddy. You got me.
You got me, Norman. I'm not serious about fake money. So for anyone that may not be aware, I am in, at this point, it's we. Me and the fiancé is in the middle of a sting operation. Mm-hmm. A chick scammer reached out to me via a DJ gig a couple of weeks ago. And now they're trying to send me a check that they want me to deposit. And then they want me to.
Well, but they sent the check for more than what he's supposed to get paid.
Right.
And so what we need you to do is just deposit that check, keep yours, and you know how much you're supposed to get.
Right.
And then the extra, I need you to send to my cousin,
Right.
who is also buying stuff for the wedding.
Right.
And that is being funded apparently by my 79-year-old uncle, who also
lives in Portland. But the shipping information you're sending over says the check is coming from Indiana. So
yeah.
So that's where we are. That's where we are, guys.
Yesterday, Ambush said that, or I think you said it to me yesterday, that they asked for another address.
Yeah, it was yesterday. I told you that.
And I was like, these are the they're fishing for other information. So like the kind of thing. Why can't I think of what I said yesterday? The
identity verification.
Yeah, identity verification things like, does
this address
mean anything to you, kind of thing. I was like, oh, they're just getting as much information as they possibly can about you to be able to.
I love you so much. You just gave me a great idea. Go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say I think I just saw an actual light bulb go off above your head. I don't. Okay.
Like, bing.
Yeah. What happened there?
The next address I'm going to give them is for New Seasons or something.
Love it.
You keep bugging me for an address? I got you.
I got one for you.
I'll give you an address.
Boom.
Ooh, yeah. You know what, Norman? I apologize. Let's try this one. It's been a busy week.
Also, his name is Norman on the Run Eating. And please.
And Ari.
Use his government name.
Yeah. Yeah. The Monday nights are quite exciting.
They can be.
Action-packed. We had stories lined up and everything. And we took a live call from the scammer.
Yeah.
On that episode. It was amazing. It was our first call. First call in.
Our first call in. Ever. Yeah.
Yeah.
Now we're going to have to figure out, along with being able to do clips on Friday night, we have to figure out how to take live calls.
Yeah. Yeah.
Kyle? Can you hear me? We need help.
Yeah. So that's what Ptown was referring to. So that's where we are. We're all caught up now. Ptown, I'll text him today. I did put an update in our Patreon though. I did put a screenshot in there for all the text following the show. Yeah. So.
Lordy.
We had a ball Monday night.
Yeah, that was super fun.
Yeah. You guys should definitely start checking out Monday nights. Okay, so are you gonna say something?
Go ahead.
I was just gonna mention what we're gonna be talking about today.
We're gonna get to those stories we didn't get to on Monday.
Hello.
So we will talk about Mayor Wilson's war.
Yes. She says Mayor Wilson hit his 10 city limits.
Yeah. He's getting angry about the things. And we want to make sure that we are paying attention to the people who are the embodiment of like right-wing AI slop. Like it's just a bot, but a person, and then that person gets elected as a state representative, and then they're an elected official, and they just keep doing the bot things. They do it out of their mouth. They do it on the X. They do it on the, you know what I mean?
Totally fed by bots.
And like this is the kind of thing that the kind of person that makes me want to take my face. Like I want to rip my face off just out of pure frustration that you get to be taken seriously at any point in your life at this, at your age.
Right.
Because there's literally no credentials. And then on top of that, you're there to do just disaster. Your entire point is chaos.
Right.
So we're going to talk about Representative Randy Fine of Florida. Of course, a Florida man.
Yeah.
And on Monday, I had called him the personification of Rush Limbaugh's comment section, and I'm going to stick with that. That is, in fact, my final answer.
Bob said, true story. Yesterday, I got a voice message from someone offering to help me receive a non-existent
Resolve.
Debt. According to a non-existent tax debt. According to caller ID, the call came from
Kazakhstan. Amazing. And that is, in fact, where the IRS does most of their best work.
Yeah.
From.
Yeah.
You don't know about the Kazakhstan office?
Come on, Bob. Get with the picture, man. Get with the now.
Borat works there. Does a lot of reporting from the United States government's tax office in Kazakhstan.
Yes.
That's incredible.
It is. And for every ambush in Morgan, well, primarily ambush, likes to have fun with these things. There are so many people that really get swept up, that really take these calls for real, that really takes these emails and text messages for real. It's a booming industry, this scamming, man.
Oh, absolutely. Billion-dollar industry, and very much preying on desperation, right? So if you are not doing well, or the checks aren't meeting, and like the times in between a payday are real tough, there are things that just, like I was saying to you, I think that there are a lot of the scams where people just get confused and they're trying to make sense of it as in real time.
As it's happening to them.
And they don't,
ticking.
Yeah, and feel the pressure of like, oh my God, a tax debt that I've never known about.
Right.
And they, there's a lot of people, and for a lot of reasons, don't know what the steps would even be if that were true.
Yeah.
Right? So like, if all you've heard is that the IRS is going to come get you for any penny you didn't pay to them on time, depending on where you are in your life, if you just woke up from a nap, I remember my dad getting got.
Right.
Because he answered the phone while he was basically taking a nap. And it jolted him, like it was like,
no, wait, what?
My Social Security.
Yeah.
what?
Yeah.
I think he felt like he was in trouble.
And this person was calling to help them.
Yeah, he relies on that. My parents rely on the Social Security that they receive.
Mm-hmm.
If he doesn't get it, that means what? Everything's catastrophic from then on in his mind. So it's like, I got to fix this thing.
Mm-hmm.
Well, the thing wasn't a thing.
Nothing to fix. Wasn't broken.
You spent money you didn't have now to fix a thing that wasn't broken.
I feel like, so the way this started, it was a referral from another DJ from Cliff. So they reached out to Cliff, and then Cliff didn't have the date available for the wedding that they're supposedly booking me for. So he forwarded it to me and asked if it was okay to connect me with the client. And then we moved forward. Like, this was normal wedding booking stuff for me. And it wasn't until we got to the point of the conversation where it was time to, make the deposit that things got apparently and just over the top, like, oh, this is a scam. And like you were saying, like trying to hit people at that moment of desperation, not to say we're balling. We are not. I could use this money.
Well, of course.
But the angle that Norman is taking now, it's like, yeah, you're used to dealing with a certain type of person, and this gig work angle that you guys are jumping into now, you can't really talk to us like this because we're service providers.
Right.
So you're like saying to me, I don't think you're serious. And I'm like, I just need you to follow the rules I've laid out, bro. Like,
I don't think you're serious, but you have not paid me.
Right.
Right. And within the payment, you're telling me that you've already made a mistake. Who's serious and who's not?
Yeah. It's like you're not threatening me.
You
with anything.
Sent another, like, oh, the something was wrong with the shipping, so we resent the shipping, so we resent it. Here's a new tracking number.
With another check with an overage.
But you use the same check?
Right.
Or your uncle cut another check with the same amount overage on accident? Like, what do we mean? What are we talking about? I'm not serious.
Work with me here, Norman. But that was funny.
Michelle said, is Ambush not always facing the mic? He is sometimes sounding like he's in a tin can. And I will tell you, he is not always facing the mic. There are two.
I was going to say, specifically what's happening, and I didn't realize it until I was on that third mic. So what you're hearing, Michelle, is when I sound like I'm a tin can, I'm on a third mic. And the volumes have changed since the last time we were in here. So I saw the third mic like in our earlier conversation. I went to it and it was really, really low. So I like, let's get it up there. And it's still low. So I'm just going to not use it at all. Just going to, because I got to yell to use it.
We're trying to keep it down so that Ptown can keep those eyes closed. Listen to the smooth sounds of DJ Ambush's voice.
Rest it up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I want to be doing. I want to be in the bed with my eyes closed, listening to something funny on the radio.
Listening to Norman tell you're not serious?
I don't want to listen to that, but yeah.
Well,
I don't want to spend my time actively being scammed,
Harassingly, too.
Yeah.
You're quite aggressive this Norman.
That's all. Listen, the tactics be working, though. And it just depends on the person.
You're right. The things I'm laughing at would someone else would be like, oh, no.
Would feel a lot of pressure. And feel like I need to. So what else do you need from me to get this done? I am serious about this. I want this gig.
Why aren't you replying to this email? I need you to reply right now.
To your point of moving into sort of the gig economy to scam folks, and even just language or the very basic things of like event work and management. There's no way that you were supposed to get married at a venue on a Saturday and your situation was from 1 p.m. to 7 p.m. and then the day before that event, you were able to just reschedule it for 3 weeks later or something.
Yeah.
Like, it was like, none of this is a thing.
No. They're moving in uncharted territory.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like, number one, that time for the first that's not, you're lying. And then
Yeah.
Oh yeah, the date moved, but we didn't tell any vendors, obviously, because what would we do that for?
Because you're a vendor and you don't know. Right.
So you changed the date of a wedding to pushed it 3 weeks. Everybody's flying in, including the bride and groom. Like this.
Yeah. Yeah. You guys. Yeah. They need to do some more research into the areas in which they're stepping into, or just like not. But that's not going to happen. You're listening to X-Ray FM at KXRY Portland at 91.1 and 107.1 FM, and in Nehalem, Wheeler, Manzanita, and Rockaway Beach at 91.7 FM, streaming online everywhere at xray.fm. With the gig economy expanding, of course we're going to see more of this, and they're going to get better at it. They're actually going to learn how to navigate this new space, this new terrain.
Yeah.
And they're going to get better at it. And I feel sorry for anyone, and genuinely, I feel sorry for anyone who does gig work, who this may have happened to already.
Yeah.
You know, like, yeah, we are all, a couple checks away from very unfortunate situations.
Right.
And if someone catch you at the wrong time with a situation like this, with just a better script to go off of.
Yeah.
Yeah. Boom. There you are. You're receiving a check for your deposit that has more than the amount that you asked for, but you deposit it, and then maybe then they hit you like, just realized that. Could you send that difference back to us, or send it to, because that would have been the way to do it. Like, send the check, shush your mouth. Don't give me any stories about some 79-year-old uncle of yours who was senile or whatever and wrote the wrong amount. Like, come on, bro. Yeah.
Still going to be my favorite part of this is the email that they sent explaining that.
Yeah.
Because I very frequently have to write this down in a note, so that I can remember it later. And it looked very much like they had 2 drafts of how we're going to tell this person that we've spent or that we've sent more money than we were supposed to, and we need you to, this is how we need you to remedy it, right?
That's it. I was just showing it to you.
Yeah. Like, so the way that it's like they cut the one and pasted it and then forgot that they had pasted the other part at the bottom. So it's straight up repeating itself. And one way they're asking nicely, and the other way it's like, so do this, like.
Yeah. Both of the drafts.
Yeah.
Script 1 and 2 are together in the same email.
That's exactly what it was. Yeah. They put both of them in the same email. So it's like, and that was sent immediately. Following, It was like 5 a.m, and you said your uncle sent this already, and all of these things happened. And none of it made sense.
How is this possible? He got the letter in the mail at 5 a.m. with the wrong amount.
I just received a text message from my 79 years old uncle that the check has been issued and mailed out to you. Deposit the check, and once it clears at your bank, deduct your service charge and help me forward the rest money to my cousin. Keep me posted as soon as you receive the check. An issue came up, and I've been informed the check was accidentally issued out to you for more than the required 50% amount. I understand the additional amount of the check would not have been sent out would have been sent out separately to my cousin for the other wedding items. You will have to understand, with us seeing, as the check was not made out by me, but by my uncle. I'd hate for things to get any further delayed. So what I'm asking is to deduct 50% deposit for you to hold the date for us and forward the extra money to my cousin as soon as you have received.
You do a slide.
I did.
Okay.
As soon as you have received and cashed the check. Sorry, I could not find it. It should be fine.
It should be fine.
I will, all caps, just email the name and address information where to return back the extra money once the check clears. Please let me know how you would like to handle this. You don't get to say, how do I want to handle it? You just told me twice how I'm supposed to handle
How I
it.
need to handle it. You gave me the instructions.
Please let me know how you would like to handle this. Keep locking the date for us. We will surely meet in person and discuss this further details as soon as we arrive from Miami, Florida, before our all caps big day.
What's wrong with you?
Thank you for your time. Patricia.
Patricia, whose last name is Morgan. Yeah. Yeah. So, yeah. That's what's been happening on my email and cell phone.
Ptown said, I got a great idea. Introduce Norman to the mayor, and then they can scam each other.
Shallow.
Winner, winner, winner.
Yeah.
And
It's music break it.
I'd love a music break.
Yeah.
And maybe we'll talk about that mayor when we get back.
Return. We are back. We are back.
You trying to put me on a hot mic. I don't like it.
No, as soon as you start talking, I pulled it back down.
I don't like it. You trying to get me caught.
No, we are back. Who's My Fiancé with Morgan Jones and DJ Ambush right here on X-Ray FM. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. What are we in, like year 4 of this?
I think.
Yeah. Man, you guys have been riding with us long and strong. Shout out, super shout out to all the listeners that don't text and don't interact with us online. And it's not until we bump into you in real life and you're like someone went to high school, Morgan went to high school with.
Shout out to Katie.
And it's like, hey, I listened to your show. Wait, what? Wait, what? What's happening? I wonder how many people I went to high school with listened to the show. None.
Well, you don't know that.
I don't.
I'll tell you, I certainly didn't expect. I mean, it does help that I am in the place that I went to high school. But I never expect for anyone to say that.
Yeah.
I do not in any way, and especially people I know.
Yeah.
I'm like, there's no way that you act. Like this isn't on your radar.
Yeah.
That's not.
I've gotten used to it because this is not trying to make a flex, but my voice was just so many places at the same time. Show on cable, show on X-Ray, show on the numbers.
Yeah.
And then also recording so many commercials on the numbers.
Yeah.
And also being a personality in talk and music. So it was just like, people say, oh, I recognize your voice. And it's like, you really could have heard this anywhere. Like, okay, cool. Yeah. And then also these are just people that, I don't have any connection to. So it's different when it's like someone that you just haven't seen in a long time. And it's like, I haven't seen you in decades, but I listened to your radio show. What? What's happening?
Literally puts me on my back. I don't even know what to do. I don't know what to say. I am absolutely awful at having conversations about something I'm doing.
Right.
And so, like, the most normal thing will happen. Someone says, I listened to your show.
Because you have a show.
It's literally
Right.
like,
it's normal.
I like your work.
Yeah. Literally. Yeah.
And I just,
It's like,
I don't know. I feel like I feel like I got caught.
It's like your reaction is, I have a show. Why do you have it?
What do you know about it?
What do you know about it? It's my show.
How do you know?
I have it. It's for, yeah.
It makes absolutely no sense. But it has more to do with like not knowing how to be comfortable in accepting a compliment, I think, than it is. Because anybody who doesn't like it doesn't walk up to me and go, I listen to your show.
And I hate it.
Like, no one says that.
I feel like that's when we really made it, though. Right?
I'm sure you do think that.
And you got so many listeners that you have a degree of hate listeners that are also vocal. Like, that means you have a pretty big listenership. You know what I'm saying? The percentage of hate listeners is one thing. The percentage of listeners is one thing.
Yeah.
The percentage of people that listen and love it and tell you, whoa.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah.
But I get my point of saying no one says, like, it's not as if anyone says anything bad, but it's as if I'm bracing myself for them to be like, wow, it's really not great or something. You know what I mean? Like
I listen to your show and
I've got a running list of notes. You know, like
they pull out a little notepad. If you have a moment, start flipping.
In case I ever ran into you, I definitely have kept this note going for the last 4 years.
So in your show on August 12th on 2022, you know, the tone was a little off.
Yeah. It's like I'm waiting for that to happen. And it hasn't. And don't like hear this and then think, let me make it happen for Morgan because, oh, wow. Well, that's why you sounded like you were in a tin can. Ambush is finding all sorts of stuff. Let's do a little test. Test.
Check. 1, 2. Oh, look at that. Looking good. Sounding good. All right. Cool.
Michelle, you'll let us know if if it gets tinny again. But we did just figure out, I think.
Yeah, you figure something out. You know, you need those XLRs to connect.
Each connection must actually click in.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. There's a connection that is not clicking in. And that connection is between the county and the mayor. And he's fed up. Okay?
Mayor is peeved.
Hello. Portland Mayor Keith Wilson is officially fed up. When I first read that, it sounded funnier because you're talking about an official who was officially fed up, as opposed to I'm officially fed up. Like I've had it, but this is an official who's officially fed up.
Yeah.
So it was like it's pretty funny. I'm sorry. Okay. At a recent joint city county meeting on homelessness, Wilson got visibly frustrated with what he called a whole lot of talk and not enough action.
He sounded like me over here. Okay.
He told the group.
The revolution will not be televised. Oh, sorry.
What you're not going to do is turn him into a revolutionary off top. That's what you're not going to do.
Okay. Sometimes, you know.
You just jump right into it. Sound like me out here. He told the group, which included County Chair Jessica Vega Peterson, that Portland needs to flood the market with shelter and focus on immediate life-saving care, not just long-term plans. This meeting was part of...
I'm sorry. I don't mean that. I'm not trying to ad-lib the story.
Right.
I just...
Listen, he's saying not just one, we need both.
That is what... Yeah.
All right?
And then not working on either. But do continue.
The meeting was part of a new joint effort between the city and county to respond to homelessness. But it mostly consisted of officials doing an exercise with stickers to show their priorities.
It's called a strategy session. Learn about it. That's okay. That's what we do. You go, it's a think tank. You're at someone else's establishment. Somebody is real excited to pass out all the different colored Post-its and different colored pens and things like that. And then you get topics thrown at you and you just start scribbling. You just get it, everything, because it's a brainstorm.
Brain dumps, yeah.
And so then everybody puts their color-coded situations where they go. Mm-hmm. And then, you know, the facilitator, who's usually like your boss, reads it as if we've all done something wonderful.
That sounds like an incredible waste of time.
But there are very coolly colored Post-its. Okay.
Man, I'm glad you gave me that whole breakdown, because the way you started, I was like, cool stickers. Okay, so does everyone bring their own stickers? How does this work? But then you gave me the whole thing. Okay, all right.
Yeah,
You've attended a couple?
I've worked in the nonprofit and for-profit spaces, and they do it everywhere, friends. The think tank they're going to get your strategies. Then they're going to not implement those strategies. And then they're going to hire a strategist from Chicago or something. And then implement a plan that makes no sense for your city. And then they're going to be like, we did it. And then when they don't get the results they wanted because they didn't do anything that goes toward the result they wanted, they're like, unbelievable. Well, so that was 400 grand down the drain. Like, wait.
That consultant is now in the next state.
Yeah.
Wilson pushed back on that vibe, saying it's time for a laser-like focus on actual results. He acknowledged the long game, permanent housing, but argued we can't ignore the need for more shelter now. He's pushing for 1,500 new shelter beds by the end of the year. So far, the city has opened 3 new shelters and plans 3 more, but the county hasn't contributed any funding to that plan.
So we are not paying for your Band-Aids.
No. Not everyone agreed with Wilson's urgency. One committee member, Anna Allen, argued that in areas like East County, shelter isn't always the best use of resources, and that investing in long-term prevention is more effective than just moving people around.
Hello.
Wilson didn't back down. He pointed to a recent death someone found behind a dumpster covered in maggots. Ooh. As a horrifying example of what's at stake. This is more important than a conversation, he said. When I go into my office, I close the door and cry. The debate over whether to prioritize shelter or housing isn't new, but Wilson's push for fast, visible action is clearly reigniting the tension. Listen, this man campaigned on some things, okay? All right? He said he was going to get rid of it in a year. Now, I don't know if it's been a year yet, because the pace at which Trump's moving, I can't tell what time it is anymore.
Warp speed. That's what we're still in. Operation Warp Speed.
Okay. But Mayor Wilson's like, the clock is ticking, man. November's coming around. January's coming around. Whenever I got in here. And I need to be able to boast some results.
Yeah. And he does.
A person covered in those.
Mm-hmm. Which is what happens if you just leave any dead thing.
Yeah. Wowzers. Ooh. Ooh. Yeah. Mm.
So this is performative to me. This is the kind of thing that certainly sounds good, certainly sounds like somebody's had it up to here and isn't going to take it anymore, but the priorities are not ending poverty and getting people off of the street. Those aren't the priorities. So I don't believe you. You need more people. The strategies are there. We already know what needs to be done. And I'm not mad at the county being like, we know what needs to be done. I absolutely understand having more temporary services while creating permanent solutions, but they are not working on the permanent solutions. And so to continuously say more shelters, when you know that is legitimately a waste of money, a waste of other resources, you don't get to come out here on some, I'm fed up. We got to get people off the street, because we're talking to 2 different things here. You're saying, I don't want to see people on the street. And we're saying we want people housed.
Right.
So off the street is anything. Off the street is you're going to continue to invest in a hostile, what's it called? In infrastructure, so that they can't sleep under an overpass, or so that they can't sit on that bench or lay on that bench. Like, you're going to invest more money on that, more money on fences, more money on $700,000 boulders, and millions of dollars on temporary shelters, but you will not get your be fed up that you refuse to do it the most efficient and most cost effective and the most moral way.
Yeah.
The actual compassionate way, the actual way to have people be your neighbor later.
The way that breeds successful outcomes, for sure. So there's a 3-pronged attack to this. Like you're saying, short term, like immediate emergency, long term, but something that is also missing from the conversation, I feel, is prevention.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Like, where are the conversations? Go ahead.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
Yeah, where are the conversations about prevention? Where are the conversations about stable housing, doing whatever we need to do to keep people in their homes? The resources that need to be available so people don't end up in these situations in the first place.
Exactly.
Yeah. Yeah.
Which is, there's not enough resources for prevention. There's not enough, if you need help paying your rent, there is no immediate way to get that through, the resources that the city or the county have.
Right.
To me, that makes no sense whatsoever. Is it more expensive to help subsidize someone's rent in the moment to keep them housed and in the whatever form of stability they have in the moment,
Right,
than it is to allow them to get evicted, go through whatever that process is, have an eviction on their renting record, have nowhere to go because you also don't have enough resources for people who are immediately out of shelter. And then what it takes to be able to then get a place again.
right.
You are paying first, last deposit. If you cannot pay all of your rent, you cannot pay first, last deposit. And that expectation, the fact that we have allowed housing to become just simply a commodity and a thing that,
A racket.
A racket. And allowed for landlords and, conglomerates to be able to decide and extract more of the money that to decide I guess I'm just going to raise the rent however much.
Yeah.
Nothing's changed.
At all. I've done no, upgrades to the property.
At all.
Yeah.
But, these property taxes, am I right? And so, I guess I do need to pay those for you.
Right. Right.
You get to decide how much this thing's going to cost, how much you're going to extract from me, and then also not care at all if there's a thing that I don't understand. Like, if you are a landlord and you have tenants that have been there for a really long time and life happens to them, would you rather not continue to have the people that were there for years and years and always, paying on time and whatnot, than it is just what it looks like is like, okay, well, that person's having a rough time and that sucks. I'm sorry to hear that. GTFO. And then I'll come in and I'll make some upgrades and I'll put new carpet in or whatever. And the upgrades are not upgrading. Right. But, I'll paint the walls. It's a refresh. I'll paint the walls. I'll put new carpet or whatever. And then I'm going to at least double what this rent was for whoever the next person is.
That's what I'm hoping. Yeah. If I'm a landlord in the exact same scenario you just described, I'm going to do whatever I can to keep these tenants who I have a relationship with, who are taking care of my property. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you're late, hey, what do we need to do? Listen, I don't want you to go. Let's work something out. Can you do half? When can you do half? Like, let's figure this out together, because this is a secure situation for me. Right. I can count on you being here. You respect my property. We have a really good relationship. I can close my eyes and go work on something else
and not have to
worry about that.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, it's just, wow.
I mean, and for me, there's this major disconnect that happens, and I'm not sure how or where or when, like, it's not just industry, but there's a major disconnect from landlords, especially like a property management situation, where it's like, if a person is going through an incredibly hard time, which coming up on potentially being houseless would be a tough time. the amount of stress that person must already be under is immeasurable.
Yeah.
And so for a property management place or a landlord or whatever to be like pounding your door down or, throwing your stuff out because you haven't paid yet, as if you don't understand what's
on the line.
What's on the line.
Yeah.
It's like they treat any person as if they've just decided to stop paying rent.
Right. Like, oh, you're just going to be here and not pay me. Yeah. When you were talking about what it takes to get into a home or, a situation, first, last, security deposit, right? If you're able to pull that together, you have a sigh of relief for about 15 seconds.
Right.
Because once that's given and you get your keys, immediately you're like, oh, crap, what about next month? Immediately.
I may think for a lot of people, yeah.
Yeah, I just gave 3 months of rent to get in here. What am I going to do next month? That anxiety is just...
I thought you were going to go with the bills portion. Where it's like,
we didn't even get there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
That's what I'm just saying. There's just that level of, the uncertainty of housing security.
Yeah.
If we don't shore up people's ability to stay housed, we're feeding people to the street. Feeding.
Yeah.
them,
In a place that we don't have to.
Right.
This doesn't have to be the case.
Not at all.
The city is not doing enough. The county isn't doing enough. But I don't want to see more of the resources going to temporary and non-helpful in the long, solutions.
Yeah.
Because they're not solutions.
Yeah.
This is very much giving more money to the police. Like, the data's there. Look at the evidence. It's there. We don't have to do any more studies. Like, oh my God, that's the...
What?
Okay, so we got a text and I wanted to read it, but I can't see the attachments. Who is this, Matt?
It's Matt.
I should have known it was Matt. Matt said, this is going to be me next time I run into Morgan in public, and sent the meme of...
From In Living Color.
From In Living Color. But what was it called? It was like...
Men on Film.
Men on Film. Thank you. Hated it.
Wow for that one, Matt. Wow. Phil said...
Matt, I'm going to laugh at that all day.
Phil said, I didn't go to high school with y'all, but I feel like I did. Love you guys. I've been listening since the beginning. Best show on the sphere.
Ooh.
Thank you, Phil.
Phil.
Thank you, Phil. I love that you love our rants. Man, yeah.
I don't rant. I have no idea what you're talking about.
I love the... Okay. I don't know what to call it. I drew him blank. Yeah.
Once again, I am being attacked for my incredible ideas.
Hey, what's the drop? I'm a great producer. I'm an excellent producer.
Oh, what is it? I don't remember, but yeah.
It is like, I am curious if there's studies that are being done around what happens to a voter's psyche or the citizen's psyche when they watch these cyclical things happen. Like, sure, it does lead to voter apathy, but I want to know what other effects are happening in people's brains when you're looking at something and it's like, okay, I voted for you because you told me you had the solution to this. I have some ideas, and some of the ideas I have sounds like you have some of those same ideas. And then you get in there and it's like, why are you talking about the same things that didn't work? What on earth is happening in front of my eyes? And why does this keep happening to me? And then I'm sure there's some synapses that happen. It's like, it's a glitch or something.
Yeah.
It's like,
that made me think of how much that cycle is a part of our life with not just like say elected officials, but likely at your job. Like the leadership at your job is probably saying one thing, doing another, right? This is really like, I don't know that it's American culture or that it absolutely has to be a part of capitalism, but it is. And the idea that something breaks in our brain, you know, that there's a little like shakiness or something, glitch. That's what you said. I think it may happen in so many places in our world.
Wow. That is normalized.
That it's fully normalized. And so
it's like it's calloused over in our brain. It's just like, wow.
Because down to interpersonal relationships. I mean, you know,
wow.
There's a lot of saying one thing, doing another, or saying all the right things, but having no action behind it. Like that is...
Wow. It's like a level of expectation around being and feeling unheard. So like when you started bringing in the work dynamic, I was like, wow, that really ties in the way that here we are in another situation. You're being led by people who are supposed to be smarter than you and more capable than you. And you're just sitting here in your cubicle or just sitting here listening to the news, talking about your legislators like, yeah, these people are dum-dums and they're in charge of me again. Wow. Okay.
I mean,
and you're right. You get numb to it. It's almost like this is what it is, right? This is normal. Cool.
I just know that there were people that I worked with in the way that I have worked previously, that if it's their turn to talk in a meeting, I guess we're all just going to listen to the fever dream. Like, you know, like none of the things that they're talking about are going to happen, or they've already done things that shouldn't have happened, or, you know, so it's like the expectation that we have a higher expectations that politicians will lie to us than we do have an expectation that they will follow through on the things that they proposed or claim to care about.
Which makes the follow through something trophy worthy.
Exactly. When really it was just supposed to be what you following through on the thing you said you would do.
Yeah. You keeping your word.
You keeping your word.
Yeah.
You finding a way through. You are new to politics or whatever, you know, like the new to government, especially that idea that we need the outsider because the insiders are getting it wrong. And then an outsider comes in and they don't
shake things up.
They're going to shake it up. And then they get there and they're like, oh, we don't shake here.
No shaking?
No one shakes here.
No. Well, that was my whole policy.
Well, I'm here to shake up the room because the stuff's stagnant. And so
I'm draining the swamp, man.
Don't drain it?
No. Now what am I supposed to do?
We need the swamp?
No.
Like, there's just...
These lobbyists. All right, I guess.
You don't get a trophy for doing the thing you said you would do in most other circumstances.
Yeah.
So, like, with some of the most powerful positions that people can hold, we treat it like... Not only should you get an award for getting that thing done, you were up against every odd.
Yeah.
You know, it's like, were you? Because the data's there. Like, again, we shouldn't even be taking any candidate seriously who say things like, we need to invest in more shelters. Like that should be an immediate, oh, you're unserious about solving that problem.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I mean that with any problem across the board. Whatever the problem is, if someone comes in and says, I'm here to fix it, and this is how, and this is how is a way you know doesn't work, they're unserious about the thing. And I don't mean you think it won't work. I mean proven. It will not work.
In contrast to the data.
Yeah, this is an absolute Band-Aid when you need a cast.
Yeah.
How we keep electing Band-Aids when the things are broken, not scraped, is wild to me.
Man, I'm sorry.
I could use a music break.
I apologize for my silence. You gave me so much to think about. I was like, yeah.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
While you get a music break queued up, I thank you, Ptown, for being you. Ptown said, y'all, I'm still stuck on those stickers. Like, are they scratching still?
Oh my God.
They're never that cool.
Never that.
You gotta, you know, this is still a, you know, organization. That doesn't want to actually spend money. They're not going to give you a raise. They're going to give you a pizza party, right? So we're not going to pay the strategist yet until we extract everything from our current employees.
Yeah.
So no scratching Snickers, because maybe we'll do that once we hire the people from Chicago.
Let's clear this budget cycle first.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, man, Chin Chin just puts you there every single time. Get y'all razzed up, ready to go, rearing to go. Welcome back to News with My Fiancé, Morgan Jones and DJ Ambush, right here on X-Ray FM. MJ,
Yeah.
what has you? The song says you can hold her, but I'm going to hold her. What has you? What's holding you?
I don't know.
Is it Florida? Does Florida have you on a hold?
Florida has us in a chokehold is what it is. And I don't mean that as a funny way to say that we are all enamored by something. I mean that as a actual threat to life.
Yeah.
You know?
Life and liberty.
Yeah. Like, okay. A quick aside. I have been the clumsiest I have been in, I don't know, like a year. This last few days. I am running into everything. I am knocking everything over. Don't know what's happening. I have cuts all over my hands from things. I don't know. What's that from? I'm currently making
yeah, you're tooling.
I'm doing I'm on a big job.
Big man.
I'm a big man with a big job. And I'm doing things, you know, like I'm creating right now. So and part of it, I'm using a very big sewing needle, and I realize at, you know, some point in the evening, oh, okay, I've gotten to the sloppy hour. Like, this is now I'm too tired.
Yeah,
I'm too, and
making too many mistakes.
I'm just jabbing myself with this. I mean, you've seen that needle. It's a very big, long sewing needle.
Oh, yeah.
And I just almost knocked over Ambush's laptop just now. That's the entire reason that I'm saying any of this, because I don't even know what to do with myself. I hit myself in the face with the microphone. And then I almost knocked his laptop over.
I will say this.
And I still haven't put my hands down. I don't know how to I don't know how to put my hands down.
I will say this.
Ricky Bobby.
I don't know if this makes you feel any better.
It's probably not.
But the way you handle all those situations very, very well, in the way that you don't react on the microphone. You give a recap later. But to the listener, they would not know that you almost knocked over my laptop. They would not know that you smacked yourself in the face with the microphone.
What I'm hearing is I'm too real for the radio. Like,
you might be too real for the radio, fam. It's like you're running your own MJ exposed blog.
Got to get ahead of it, man. Learned that a long time ago. You know, how do you beat a bully? You say it first and take away all their ammo.
Who, me? Look at my sneaker. Yeah. What are these?
Am I right?
Yeah, that's diabolical. What are Jeez, am I right?
Right, guys? Huh? Oh, boy.
God.
All right.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, so I just wanted to take a quick moment to explain who Randy Fine is, because I am definitely guilty of just totally writing things off that you see on the internet as like, that is a troll, that is a bot, don't even, like, that's not, that person isn't real. And then the person is in fact real. It isn't just a bot.
Right.
Now, many bots, certainly. Many people getting their talking points from bots. Certainly.
Yeah.
But then there are people who believe, they just believe it. There's still people that are, QAnon.
Yeah.
It's not like these things just go away because they're out of the news cycle. And if you are, Pizzagating and also losing your mind about, like, why won't they release the Epstein thing, which, the
QAnon shaman is pretty upset about that.
He's big peeved. It's amazing how what brought them in was supposed to be this one thing. I think that's exactly like how cults work, but
yeah, exactly how they work.
Florida's own Randy Fine is what happens when a Facebook comment section gets elected to Congress. That is just... So former state rep turned Trump-backed flamethrower, Fine made his name pushing bans on DEI, pride flags, and basically any public acknowledgement of marginalized people's existence anywhere.
How dare you?
He once even tried to punish Disney for supporting LGBTQ rights by dissolving their tax district, which you'll remember that was a response to the Don't Say Gay bill.
Yeah.
Because that the timeline we live in is only giving you ludicrous ridiculousness at all times.
Yeah. Just that.
I mean, that was within the last 5 years. 2020 to 2025, don't say gay. Anyway,
as a bill, guys.
As introducing it
to
the legislature.
Right.
Fine called Ilhan Omar a terrorist because she's a Muslim, and that's not awful at all. That's not just full-blown hate for no apparent reason.
Was it like an anime or something? Was that the one we're talking about, where it was like a video clip, like an animated video clip, and he put her head on it? Something like, is that? Am I thinking about somebody else?
I don't know about that.
Okay, continue.
I just know that this. I think he whatever he could say or do to act as if anything that he has done or said is just like, not weird, not hateful, it's just true.
Right.
Would be the, angle he comes from. And so I don't even know if he'd be messing with memes. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
Anyway, he was sent to anger management.
Wow.
Because he flipped off a bunch of people on the Zoom where, he's getting questioned about calling her a terrorist. And he flipped people off and then said, no, I was just scratching my face. You guys are so weird. And he was sent to anger management. I don't think he got anything from it, but so he just hates the woke culture, while filing bills that just tank on arrival, and out here picking fights with Ron DeSantis because DeSantis isn't racist or Zionist enough for him.
Imagine.
He won his congressional seat despite being outspent 10-1. And that was all thanks to President Trump's seal of approval and that political chaos energy that both of them apparently embody. And what is he up to? You're asking me. Well, he is up to contempt of court right now after that Zoom hearing where he allegedly flipped people off. The court sentenced him to 8 hours of anger management and a $250 fine, and he has since turned around and filed to have that judge impeached.
It's $250. Pay the fine, do your 8 hours, and keep it moving, bro.
Well,
the principle.
Not for me when I didn't do it.
Woke judge.
You know what's really funny is he did it, and so he's going to he's gonna do the grandstanding on trying to get the judge impeached on a thing he did.
I didn't see that coming. You know what's really funny is that he did it.
He did it.
He already complied.
No. I mean, he did the thing.
Oh,
you
right,
flipped people off.
Right. He was scratching his face, babe.
And sure, I also grew up with a person who was scratching his face all the time. It just happened to be my face. You know, like, oh, no. I know what you actually did. Anyway, he's also being investigated for violating Florida's cyberbullying law. And this is where things do get great because that is the same bill that he helped write.
Go on.
Well, Randy's been doxing people who disagree with him and posting their phone numbers and personal info online. That isn't political discourse. That is dangerous. It's also what he wrote a bill against. You can't be out here doxing people. You can't, do remember when we had the cancel culture panic of, right. I don't know, 2020? When did that happen?
2020 and continued.
And beyond.
It's a line behind it.
Yeah. All these right-wing and conservative personalities were doing something needs to be done. They're exposing people in ways that they shouldn't. And they're telling, the internet where someone works and people are getting fired. And you're out here handing out phone numbers and addresses? So along with his long history of Islamophobia and racist rhetoric, he has targeted Representative Ilhan Omar for being Muslim. He has targeted Palestinians, supporters of Palestine, and Palestinian people. He's called entire communities terrorists and pushed for civil rights orgs like CAIR, CAIR, to be labeled as terror groups. Like, this isn't about policy, but it is, because he doesn't want better for constituents. He wants to be in control of constituents, right? Like, he wants to just be in control, and mostly of culture. Like, he's lost the feel of the great American South that he once knew.
It's so strange
when he was fighting for the Confederacy.
Yeah. I saw something that reminded me of something something that you told me he said.
Okay.
And apparently there's some results to this now. AIPAC has dropped him. But they're saying they're denying that it's in relation to him telling Gazans to starve away.
Man's Twitter is legitimately to the worst, but as like an elected official, like, he is the Marge in charge, but the boy version, okay. He's Jewish space lasering, just it's what he does. He absolutely said, starve away. And I'm gonna tell you this is a hefty man.
Yeah.
You already giving the impression of excess. So the nerve of you.
Yeah.
The nerve of you to say something. And one thing for certain, there are people who just do not in any way feel connected to other people.
Yeah.
Right?
No matter what.
No matter what. So their connection to other people is through white supremacy. So it isn't as if I expect this person to necessarily even have compassion. Not expecting it is one thing. Watching somebody be so flippant about, like, do you understand what it means for a person to starve to death? Do you understand what it means for a person to starve and still be alive? Because the point at which a lot of people in Gaza right now, it isn't like they just get a few good meals and we're going to get back on track. This is changing their bodies. They are losing the ability. I mean, when your muscles atrophy, when you know what I mean? Like when you are operating in a deficit for so long, your hormones are imbalanced, chemicals are imbalanced. Like you are not the same. And it isn't just like, go get an IV drip and I'll be good.
Your body is thrown into an emergency survival mode that it's not meant to. It has to sacrifice.
Be long term.
Right. It has to sacrifice so many things in order to sustain at that level.
Right. And at that level, you are still already you're in so many deficits.
Yeah.
So the way you just said that, being in survival mode, those people have been in survival mode their entire lives if they are under 75 years old.
Yeah. Yeah.
They have been under occupation, which is not like, oh, that other government just takes care of all the stuff.
No.
They're under literal occupation, meaning they are not free to move about. Open air prison is a term that you have heard for at least 50 years. Maybe not 50.
And maybe you didn't.
They probably weren't calling it that 50 years ago.
And maybe you didn't understand what the situation was and didn't have examples or context or just access to see. Like you haven't been to Palestine. So you don't actually understand. Social media has closed that gap very quickly. Very, very quickly. I saw someone say it's wild that they have to rely on, going viral in order to eat, to create situations for themselves at this point. And it's very, very, very depressing, very disheartening. I can't imagine, like, in order to be that callous, it's not even like, I hate these people. You don't view them as people.
Right.
You just don't.
You don't.
You just denying them of their humanity outright. This is not a person for you to be able to say, starve away. You wouldn't say that to a pet.
No.
Mike.
That's the thing. American culture is wild. And the bootstrap individualism, can't think of anybody else, got to make sure me and mine are good. That permeates out in so many ways that are just disgusting. And it's all incredibly purposeful so that you can look at another human and go, nah, not worthy. Crush it.
Right.
Crush it. Get him out of my face. Don't like it. One of the texts we got says, who's the senator that got doused in gasoline? Not a senator. So it was a city council member in Virginia.
Yep, city council member.
Was set on fire, and
they were doused in the office, and then the person that they ran out, and the person chased them, and then
and it says it was over a personal matter.
Wow.
Sorry, I was looking for his name because Lee Vogler. The attack on council member Lee Vogler stems from a personal matter not related to the victim's position on the Danville City Council or any other political affiliation, the police said. We'll look more into that.
Yeah, for sure. You're listening to X-Ray FM at KXRY Portland at 91.1 and 107.1 FM in Nehalem, Wheeler, Manzanita, Rockaway Beach at 91.7 FM. Streaming online everywhere at xray.fm. Yeah, that's gonna need a little bit more analysis.
And Ptown, I got you. I'm on it. I'm on it.
Bella looking all cute.
They did get there's Bella.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, she's so pretty. The suspect, the 29-year-old white man, and has been charged with attempted first-degree murder and aggravated malicious wounding. That's a charge.
Yeah.
Aggravated malicious wounding. Yeah.
Guys, that was today's show.
We did it.
Brought to you by Morgan Jones and DJ Ambush. Our podcast editor, Kyle G of Residual Audio. Playlist update. Oh, yeah.
I was a little slow on the update. I'm sorry.
Playlist is updated. For anyone that maybe missed any of the promo or anything we got going on, we have a live podcast session this Saturday as part of the Black Podcast Festival that's happening from 1 to 10. There's 5 sessions throughout the day. You can find information about that on our social media, but we hope to see some of you guys out there. Maybe we can get some more photos with fiancés in the wild, you know?
Fiancé photo time.
Fiancé photo time.
And I just want to be clear, Black Podcast Fest does not mean that if you are not Black, you shouldn't go. It means that the podcasters are Black.
That's it.
So show up and show out.
Yeah. Information again is in our on our social media. But don't let the individuals distract you from the systems. Poverty is a policy choice. People over profits. Power to the people. None of us are free until we are all free. Thank you so much for listening. We will see you this weekend. If we don't see you this weekend, we will see you Monday night.
On the YouTube.
On the YouTubes.
Bye.